All right, with that news in hand, welcome to Battle Pirates Crib, open mic. There's a link on the right-hand side in case
You
you'd
gotta
like to
be
join the
shitting.
show. We're going to talk a little bit about Battle Pirates next week, what's going on with our FM targets, and Bounty 20. So I'm not actually sure that made it live, Ben. I hear you laughing about it, but
I hope it didn't make it live. I
I
said
see.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Really gives
So,
a good definition to open mic.
Yeah, I guess it
yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yep. All right. From left to right, Magic Mike.
Hello. Be
High
right back.
Lord.
Hello.
Ben
Hello, everyone.
and Aussie.
Good morning.
And there's a link in the right-hand side. I'll put it there again. This is open mic, so anything you guys want to talk about? I just threw out 3 things. But any other issues that you see that I may have forgotten about or you want to talk about, feel free to join in.
I like
So,
Aussie's new pick.
What?
I like Aussie's new picture. It looks cool. The little kangaroo boxing gloves.
Yeah.
So, Mike, Mike stepped away for a little bit, so we won't talk about BP next week. I know certain people on Discord have seen that no change, in their 120, 121 targets. Personally, I saw a huge change in mine. I went from about 30 minutes to 33 minutes of damage before, meaning last week, to just over an hour. I spent the points I had and upgraded all my ships up to U1. Now I'm back to where I was before. I haven't done U2 or U3 on anything. Has anybody seen those issues as far as, I'm not talking about the absolute numbers, but the change in how much damage you're taking on those targets?
Yes. Big time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they told us nothing changed. What kind of change are you seeing, Ben?
I went from refactor, I was getting between 20, 30 minutes. After an hour and a half, now that I got the U1s, I'm back down to about 30 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. And Aussie?
Well, as you know, I use my Greta with 4 monos behind it, so the monos don't usually get hit at all. My Greta was pretty much an instant.
And you're hitting 111?
120s. 120s.
For some reason, I thought
Greta,
monos weren't allowed in those.
No, they're allowed in there.
Mm-hmm.
My Greta was pretty much an instant map repair, and that's gone from instant map repair to 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, that's only taking damage. That's not killing anything. That's actually taking extra damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so your monos kill stuff?
Yeah, the mortars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
wait, for some reason I was thinking Zelos. Okay. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
The Zelos aren't allowed in there. Okay.
No.
Okay.
They die anyway, even if you did put them in there.
Yeah. I wasn't sure where you located them. There might be, because I remember some people were doing some of these before they limited it. A while back, they were using Zealous, but they would. You had to drive the hell out of them in order not to get them killed right away.
Yeah, because it's that secondary missile that comes out of the secondary green missile. They rip the shit out of Zealouses, or they did.
Mm-hmm.
You can't shoot them down, so they're hidden every time.
Yeah, and one thing to remind people. We are in the next raid, which I think starts May 8th. We're going to get a replacement for the Inferno Dragon. If you have not used the tokens that come from your chest from this FM, save them. as tokens, and then next FM you can keep those chests and have a plethora of tokens, generic tokens, to use on your whatever this new haul is, in order to get them out for VXP and whatnot. I understand if you need to use them elsewhere, but this is the FM where you need to do it. I'm not saying that you should do it depending on your situation, but this is the FM where you open up the chests, but you don't use them, and then you backload. Fill up your chest
Store your chest.
storage. Yeah, you store your chest, and you're all good. So, hi Lord, how's your? Do you see any changes in your FM?
I actually haven't started it this week, so I'm not sure what's going on yet. So I've been working all week, so I'll start doing all my like BP shit like now till Sunday. So I haven't really checked it out yet, so I'm not sure.
Okay. We haven't got, for somebody in your situation, we haven't got official word that the speed up tokens that are provided for your Inferno Dragon and your Greta's Inferno Dragon, whether they'll be out next FM as well. We sort of assume, because most of the time they'll tell us these things are limited.
Right.
They haven't told us either way.
Right.
So it's about 14 hours to take your dragons to U1.
Oh wow.
But you get 5 days of tokens for your regular ones, and then 1 for your Greta.
Okay.
Personally, I wasted the extra 10 hours on each one.
Right.
Because I had other things to do, and I'm thinking we're just going to get more.
No, I
we
get
could
it.
potentially get more next,
Right.
next week. So it helps a lot, at least for me, as far as the amount of damage you're taking in the FM. So basically, if you buy one package of the kits, which is 100 kits,
right.
for the normal ones, 55, which is 1 for the Greta's Inferno. Those are $1 million each, and then you need to spend $4 million for the speed up tokens for the normal ones.
Yeah.
And then another $1 million. So you still need to get quite a bit.
You need like 20 mil or something, maybe.
Well, that's to get everything. That's what I described was 4.
Well, no, I understand. You're talking about just the kits, but
7 million. 7 million.
yeah.
So you suggest getting the kits and putting them on?
But what is U1? Like, what's the bonus?
You go from plus 350 wall damage as your base to plus 7. It adds plus 350 wall damage.
Wow, but just wall damage. Okay.
Yeah, just wall damage at U1.
But hasn't wall damage been our problem?
Because of the new walls. Yeah, getting around those turrets. Yeah, that'll help shoot those fuckers down. That's good. Awesome. All right, thanks.
So you would suggest go ahead and
yeah, I'll do all that. I'll do all number 1. U1s.
I'm sorry, I just got back. But when do you want to talk about updates?
Well, we were talking about your experience with the FM targets. Did you notice a change from last week to this week?
I have about, how I do it, right? I pick it apart, and I have between 5 and 8 minutes wait between each run, which is just about what it was last week. Not much different. So I didn't notice a huge difference, but that includes prepping. However, at the end of the night, when I do go and just use up the fleet, I use a different ship to tank with each time, and it seems like it doesn't take much more damage than the Greta. So I don't know why. They kind of have equal damage all across the fleet when I do it that way.
Okay, but have you seen a change or no?
I don't think I've seen a huge change from last week.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, it's sort of hard to tell with your methodology whether you would see a change or not.
Right.
I guess if we're done with the FM, I guess if you do want to pull up the...
I only want to ask you one question about,
Sure.
and maybe if it's repeating, tell me, and I can talk about it later. But to the using of the of the upgrade tokens. Would you suggest go ahead and just balls out, go and do that as soon as the shipyard's open and get that done and have each one of the ships upgraded? Or
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I've done. But I did it under the assumption, which has not been confirmed by anybody from Kixeye, that we're going to be getting more of these next week.
Okay, that's where I came in. All right, very good, very good.
And I wouldn't want to wait. It seems like the U1 is providing a good amount of benefit, and I wouldn't want to spend 14 hours times five 2.5 days for, you know, for something that we're going to get a replacement for in 2 weeks, and interfere with anything else I'm building as far as upgrades to my personally the Nemesis or other people the Saturn.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing, because Michael mentioned you need 26 million for everything, you don't need to get all 5 of the packages for the regular Inferno dragons, because they only require 100 for the regular ones to max them out. So getting 500 kits, you're going to end up with 100 kits more than you need to. So just to throw that out there, it's only going to cost you $1 million, but I don't see a point unless you're running 5 normal dragons that it would be useful to you.
I actually have 5 normal dragons. Okay.
Yeah, well, I have 1 in storage, but yeah.
Yeah, I use that one to just do 82s all day long for.
Okay, well, it might be useful for you then. Yeah. I'm just saying, if you run a conventional 1 Greta, 4 regulars, there's no reason to get 500 kits.
Got it. Okay.
You sure there is? You're halfway there to level 2 on one of them when you get some more points. I would get it if you have the extra points.
No, you don't follow. It's 10 points for U1. It's 100 points to get each ship up to U3.
Oh, I got you now. I got you. Okay, I'm back on track.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
Mike, if
do you know the
wanna
days on those? The amount of days for each for U2, U3?
It's like 14 days for U1. I think it's 1 day, 13 hours for U2. And then I think it's
Probably 3 or something.
It's
3 or
less
4.
than 3. It's some tier based. I really wish they would just show us, because tier 8 is 1.1, 3.3, and 6.6 for the normal ships, and then they've sort of done close to half of that.
Okay,
but it's not quite. It's a little over half. I don't know. So I was told at one point, but I wasn't told if that was related to the flags or something else. All right, I put BP next week up. I'm sharing Mike's screen where he has that up. Monday, we're going to be getting the update notes and another diary from Chris. And then on Tuesday, we're going to get another the briefing for Pillage. And then we get Pillage, which has what everybody's been waiting for, the Proto-Apollo hull upgrades. But the more interesting thing in there is there's going to be 2 new pieces of assault tech. So we don't know what those are at this point. It could either be 1 each, maybe some sort of damage increase special for 1 for the Saturn, 1 for the Nemesis. I don't know. Or it could be related to lower tech, like the Proto-Apollo or the Manticores. Things that are supposed to be used with those. We don't know what they are at this point. But it'll be interesting, and I really hope they have the freaking flagship for the Saturn. Either that or they stop blocking it in the raid, because I'm not going to spend 4.5 million on some ship I'm never going to use, but I'll hit a couple pillage targets for it. But my hope is they stop blocking stuff, forcing you to get both ships, because building both ships it's appearing to be more and more ridiculous. the further we progress into this raid cycle. And let me see if I can got an answer from anybody. Nope, I haven't got an answer. Thursday the 2nd is supposed to be the 8th birthday of Battle Parrots. I've been playing longer than 8 years, so I'm not really sure what this is the birthday for. I'm assuming this is the first day you could buy coins or something, but I'm not completely certain. And you get special birthday skins, which I don't know, what exactly that means.
Based on the
Yeah, baby, I want my birthday suit skin.
Yeah. And we'll get badges granted on the user's age of their base. So we'll get those on Thursday as well. So yeah, and I don't see free coins. As we may get free coins, who knows? Probably just some sort of gold special, but yeah, who knows?
1,000 coins per birthday level. Like
It's their
I think I'm like a
birthday, yeah.
7.
There we go.
You're like an 8,
I got
so
my
I get like
9,000
7,000. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hook us up.
But it's their birthday, so they'll be expecting.
Yeah. Well, if they're celebrating it at this point, yeah, it's. I think the badge for the older, the really old players that already been playing for about a year at this point, it may not. We may not get badges that might really show how long we've been playing.
Well, it's a guy with a cane and a beard down, a gray beard down to his waistline.
Mm-hmm. So,
or gal.
Yeah, and the beard is so appropriate with that as well, though, Mike.
Yes, well, I have to be.
Okay, I'm not sure what kind of parties you're going to, but Okay, is there anything anybody has to say about the Battle Pirates next week? Okay, well, I'll take Mike off present, and I'm going to put yeah. And yes, the birthday suits. So
I don't care what
I put the link out there in case anybody would like to join again. And I guess all we're really left with at this point is bounty. Personally, I'm not doing it, even though I've heard rumors that the Tempest Heavy Launcher is much more effective than it was last week, or earlier. And
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. I saw some complaints about it that it was, sort of back to the way it was.
Oh yeah, it was fucked up because I run 2 of them and I haven't changed them. They're still sitting how they were, and I'm waiting for them to fix it.
I fix what? No, they've.
I don't know. I know.
I have 5 of them, so yeah. And there is lag during bounty. I've seen a lot of people complain about map lag.
Yeah, into battles, all that shit.
Also, that inability to scroll around the map correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I've seen more complaints about map lag. Last night I had to refresh 3 times to hit an FM target. So there is that. I don't know how to fix it. I haven't had too bad of an issue today. But all I can suggest is, refresh your screen. Maybe turn off some effects like clouds and whatnot, and certain things that you might have in your settings that it would increase your lag. But besides that, I don't know what the solution is. So I haven't been participating in bounty. Has anybody been participating? Besides the lag, how are you finding it?
Not too bad. Yeah, I'm hitting some bases and opponent bases. It doesn't seem too bad.
Okay. Have you had your base hit? Do you have any of the heavy turrets in your base?
Yeah, I got a peak overnight and he ran away.
Okay.
One peak, that's it.
Okay.
And that would have only been the 1,000 points that they were going to get from the Because I had no points, so it's only the 1,000 points that kicks gives them if they hit my base.
Yeah, the sort of the
Yeah.
the
So I
added
had no
points.
point.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have any points, so yeah.
Okay.
I only joined Bounty for one reason.
Okay.
They were on bubble.
Hit the kick spaces.
Yep.
I see. And how's that going for you?
It sucks because they're always bubbled.
Yeah.
But no, I got the lag after I joined Bounty. I was fine before. As soon as I clicked the button, lag fest.
Yeah, that happened last month when I did it too, and there was no lag. And as soon as I entered it, it was lag city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm hitting both opponent bases and player bases and finding it boring because it's so easy.
Okay.
Well, I'm
And
hitting
you're
most
running.
of the same. I'm hitting most of the same bases I hit last bounty because they got their ops where I can snipe it from the outside
Oh,
with my basilisk.
oh
So
I should.
back
I
in the
forgot
same
to put
base.
that in the fleet. I should start using that.
Yeah, you don't have to go in, kill the ops, kill enough to get 50%, and you're out of there.
Nice. I like that. I'm gonna do that. I took it out actually because I usually like to rush, but I was like I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, because I made a list last bounty of all the bases, ones that I could get from the outside, ones that
Yeah,
had
yeah.
5 heavy turrets in it, so I'd stay away from those. So I've got a whole bunch of
Nice.
turrets in red, a whole bunch of bases in red, and a whole bunch in green. So I'm
Mhm.
just going through all my green ones and just killing the ops from the outside.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing, I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen a lot of people are having success is using tier 8 siege halls on the opponent bases. Things such as eradicators and shrikes and whatnot.
Really?
You can
Yeah.
do that?
Are
Yeah.
you shitting me?
Well, they have 30 million armor. Remember that?
Fuck me. I gotta try
30
that.
some million armor, and
No,
they do more
yeah.
damage than the Conqueror stuff.
Yeah.
So
But they haven't blocked out.
Wow.
Okay.
people are hitting the opponent bases, not the
Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
fine.
not real player bases.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Well, how are they
Awesome.
going with the heavy launches, though? Or are they not hitting them when they got heavy launches in it?
They're brushing them off.
I don't give a fuck. I'll try it later. I'll give it a shot. I don't need them for nothing right now.
Well, remember, yeah, and I don't know how that's working.
Yeah, I'll find out if it's something you heard about. I don't care. I'll try it.
Yeah, I don't know all the techniques associated with it, but
I'll look into it.
they do more damage, and remember they have like 33 million armor. The
Yeah, it's
eradicators
nice.
and the shrikes,
I'll have to try one now.
I'm just
and you don't need to
surprised.
deal with ships, and they do a
Yeah,
ton of building
yeah,
damage.
yeah. That's a good point. I like that. But there's nothing even in bounty though to get.
Nah.
I mean, I'm doing a little bit. I'll probably end up with like 20, 30,000, but there's nothing there to get.
Well, a lot of people. I know that some in our audience have got hit by there was a time limited offer that came out yesterday prior to the store opening
Was it?
that provided additional Howler additional Howler blueprints and upgrade kits.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And they, the additional armor. I forget what the other thing it does, but the additional armor gives it another berserk cloaking cycle that it didn't have before. So it makes it significantly more powerful as far as getting around everything that you have set up because of the addition of that. And let me check here and see what the the other part's inconsequential. It's the little thing that sticks out in front that does more damage if you're sitting right on top of a ship. So, but that additional armor, you go from 6.5 to 7.5, and each berserk trigger takes 1 million armor. So, gives you one more.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, anybody want to join? And or does anybody else have anything they'd like to discuss?
What's the deal with the arch nemesis? Is it needed? I still haven't built it.
I've found a significant hitting some of the targets. A significant advantage as far as I use it as a countermeasure ship.
Right.
I've taken all the missile defense systems off of my other ships and
Oh,
put
really?
6 on my flags,
Huh.
and also used anti-proliferation 2.
Right, I understand all that.
And so the accuracy for my missile defense system has gone from 108 to 133,
Right.
and so I use that to. It's much more effective as shooting down the turret based, and some of the sub based. It's not. It doesn't. It appears that the stonefish Merv.
Yeah.
But it's much more effective as far as reducing your penetrative damage, your missile damage,
All right.
and also if you have all 5 ships, you're slowing more stuff down.
True.
And I built mine. I got it sculled. I'm still waiting to put get 5 penetrative sync drives on all my whole fleet. But I'm moving forward with it.
No, I got it. Yeah, I'm working on my 4, but I was still on the fence with that fucking flag because it's got like no bonuses, but it can be super countered, so that's good. But that's its only bonus. That's what's fucking pissing me off.
Yeah, but and the problem is, as far as design at this point, it doesn't allow you. You can't put 8 missiles on the regular ones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you're still losing firepower versus 5 regular ones, but it helps defensively.
Yeah.
But I'm using it. I'm using it more as my bait ship.
Right, I got you. I got you. No, it's cool. I understand.
Okay. Yeah, and Vincent brought up a good point. At U1, it gives you a 50% turn bonus because they're a little bit bulky on turning. And previously, I was using the Sea Serpent crew, which also adds 50%. Even though the Rogue crew stats show 150%, that's something they need to fix. It's actually only 50%. I'm still probably going to use both. And they turn on a dime when you have both of them on there because you get plus 100% turn bonus. So it's and it extends that benefit to all the ships in the fleet. So they'll all turn in unison. All right. Anybody else got much to say? We got complaints last week that we only went 38 minutes, and we're only at 32. Remember, this is open mic, everybody. So
32 already.
you're welcome to join, especially the ones that complain that the show doesn't run long enough for you. He also brought up sonic targeting, so you can see the stonefish. That comes in more helpful with the 100 targets than the 80s, because some of these targets you can, and I've only hit the hundreds in the TLCs. Is if you wait, those stonefish, if you do the hiding in the clouds with the bait, if you wait, I know on all the 80s this is possible. If you wait and drag them across, the stonefish are just slower. So if you wait a while, you'll never really get exposed to them. But the sonic targeting, is helpful if you're a little less patient with certain things because you can see them from further out and realize to get away from them before they start wanting to fire at you. I do agree with that. Hey, Jeff.
Hey there.
How are you doing, sir?
Not bad, not bad. It's Friday.
Okay, very good.
For some people, it's Friday.
Oh, that's true. Not everybody has the good old traditional 5-day week.
Yep. Well, Aussie's
Well,
already on Saturdays.
Hey, I got something to say about that sonic targeting. If you do go that route, and it would probably be a good idea on one ship, go heavily on that one ship with as many ship things you can do for sonic targeting. Don't put it on all of them, just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only
All right.
you only need to put it on one, and it really depends on I built my ship with the oh damn it, what's the one with the interception system, and so I can't really swap that one out. So it's a little bit more difficult on mine.
If you want to keep everything at the same speed, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more difficult for me because a lot of people put carbon fiber on there.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I would wait to make certain decisions when we see what's dropping in pillage, because they did say we're getting 2 new assault pieces of assault tech. So that might be helpful. Might be something that adds a little sonar to your life. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to do it on any of mine, or else they'd all screw up the speed. Because that's about the only thing I could take off.
Well, the new engines, they match speeds.
Yeah, but that's going to drop. Then I might as well take everything off all the ships.
Yeah, then you might as well go to carbon fiber casing, because the reason the interception system is there is the additional plus 20% combat speed. It has doesn't have the reload bonus, and it's got a lower penetrative damage.
Yeah, so you got to swap everything.
All these
just
Nemi
one ship
drivers.
anymore.
All these Nemi drivers, man.
Well, you guys have a much prettier aura once you upgrade your. Is it? I don't know if anybody has a picture of it, but I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah, it looks like Saturn.
Yeah, it looks like Saturn. Yes, if you have an upgraded. Yeah, that's next year. But yeah, if you have an upgraded Saturn fleet with the flag, it does look like Saturn when they're all sitting there parked. It's I'll give them.
It makes up for their inadequacy, doesn't it?
I mean, it's,
do you know what I like about it though? When I make a mistake, it doesn't cost as much as the Nemi's mistake.
Guess so.
I don't know. When they fight toe to toe, they do a little better than the Nemis, I think.
Oh yeah. Like if you mess up with the ghost crawler, you let the ghost crawler get on top of you before you've eliminated one of those. Yeah,
I don't die. I only lose a coin.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's more error friendly.
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, it's but consistently you're going to take more damage with it.
I don't know. I was toe to toe with the Nemi drivers last raid. I was competing with everybody. Had it down to one. I can't do the 102s. I got to say that because it was it was 7 or 8 coins, but I had it down to 1 coin for a 100.
Okay. Well, I was seeing the Nemi drivers on the 102 getting those down to instant repair on the map.
Yeah, and I couldn't compete there.
Yeah,
because the ships aren't even they're designed to be resistant to that weapon type. I think because even if I drove really well, it took forever to take them down.
Yeah, and I was able to do the 80s without the flag for instant repair on the map.
Yeah,
so
I did that with the Saturns too, but that's too much of a grind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not really that much of a grind. More of a grind if you can't hit both of the 100s.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. They're about equal there.
Yeah. So,
I was doing both actually because it keeps you from getting bored if you can change targets.
Yeah,
And I was
very
hitting the
true.
102s too, but just to get this set bonus, it felt good to get that nice set bonus popping up.
So, all right, It's the time. I need to go grab a beer. You guys have stuff to talk about for 3 minutes?
Always,
No?
yeah.
I think we can find something.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, we can handle this, I think. So what are we gonna talk about? uh,
But yeah, I recommend getting upgrades done on the Dragon if you can.
yeah, definitely have to do upgrade 1.
Do they get back to their normal performance once you do that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
And you can kind of bang those out real quick.
Yeah, but I wonder what it's gonna take to do 1 to number 2. Like, I gotta check all the bonuses and shit out.
Number 2, you get explosive bonus.
For 1 ship or
Damage.
all?
For that ship,
Oh, just that 1? Damn.
and it's like 1 day, 14 hours to go to number 2.
Right. Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah. Even though I'm got U1 on mine, I still have to run the center twice.
Yeah.
Really?
Twice. Huh.
See, I stopped doing the 120s because of that, and I hit 121s now. And I don't have that problem.
I have to check that shit out later because last
I've
week I
been
got
doing-
bored after like 5. I started autoing them.
I've been doing the shift click on the executioners, and that seems to help me a little bit.
Huh.
In the 121s. I don't know about the 120s. I haven't tried that.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
It saves
120s.
me a little bit of damage, I think, by
It is sort of
targeting
strange
because
how
of the
much-
splash that's there. Go. I'm sorry.
We're gonna
Weird.
see what they're like this week. I don't know yet. I'll find out later.
It is kind of weird how much variation there is in small ship design changes that are making hour or 2 hour differences in damage.
Well, it's a number of things. That and the survivability and all that bullshit and fucking
Yeah.
the splash reduction. Oh, it's like a fucking stack of shit. It's not just one thing.
Yeah, but I've seen one special difference between an ally mate and mine make an hour difference. And it's
Yeah.
just it's a
Oh,
completely
just from
non
one different special. Yeah, from one special between ships. Yeah, but I'm just saying there's a lot of changes.
I just did a 121, no crew, and drove the whole thing straight through, no prep. It was 48 minutes.
Oh, I haven't
Okay.
seen 48 minutes in a while.
And those are all U1s or no?
Yeah, they're just stock,
Stock.
no upgrade,
Yeah, that's kind of like mine.
which was surprising to me actually.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I got lucky that time. I don't know, but
No, mine are
I usually run
consistent.
a big gap between my Greta and the regular.
Why aren't you
Inferno.
using a crew?
No,
you
me,
got a
Bruce,
million.
I always forget.
I know you got 1,000,000. You go throw a fucking grease monkey on that bitch.
What do I want to do that for?
Why not? You got 20. You're not using them ever.
I don't.
What
think
the
I
fuck?
have
You saving them for
I got a
trophies?
bunch, but I don't think I have 20.
You got like 12.
Maybe. I don't know.
And you never use them.
I know. Well, I started using some of the. Hold on.
It just hurts me.
Well, it's because of the way I play the game. You know.
No, I get it. I'm just saying. But crews
Spent a
always
lot
help.
of time in the shipyard repairing in between, so like you don't have to have.
Yeah, but with the crew on, you'd repair half the time.
I got
It would be a win-win.
I got a bunch of sea serpents that I've been using. So I got 4 of those. I just always used to forget to put them on, and then now it's just like,
If I remember to use my crew in the FM,
Mm-hmm.
I like to use the Creeping Death.
Yeah, Creeping Death or Steelhead 2. That's good. Just a basic something just to boost something
the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
that works for that fleet. Not like if it's fucking missiles, you're using mortars and shit.
They're doing weird things with Splash though. Creeping Death doubles my ally mate's damage and halves mine. What the heck is up with that?
Huh? That's weird.
How could a crew ever cause more damage?
Yeah, that's weird.
Let me introduce
Yeah,
you to
it's
this.
and I didn't believe her, so I drove her boats in my pattern and took twice as much damage. And I'm like, no. What
Yeah,
the
but
hell's going on?
what's the difference between the builds between you two? He's just one special.
Yeah,
What is it?
she added splash. Oh, I'll look it up, but it's one that adds splash and spread.
Yeah, but there's a couple.
Yeah.
That's Molotov Maidens.
No, not the crew. The
No, the
white-
actual on the ship.
special. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll look
and
it
I
up.
want to know what you had in that same spot.
Okay.
So
I'll let you know in a
what are
second.
the actual two differences? So then that'll help us a lot.
Yeah. I'll give you
All right, cool.
the answer shortly.
No rush, but I'm just saying. Yeah.
All right, I came back and it was silent, so I guess you guys ran out of things to say.
No, there was just a brief pause there.
Okay.
We're talking
All
about
right.
Cruise.
Cruise? Okay.
Okay.
Not Tom
So-
Cruise.
So
Not
she
Tom
was using Canon System 4. That's what she was using. I'll tell you what I have instead.
Cannon system. What the hell ship are we talking about? Dragon?
Yep.
Why the hell would you?
Oh,
put
not
that
Canon System.
Yeah,
sorry.
dude. There's no way.
Lowered explosive mount?
She has that too.
No. There's one special. There's a difference. We're trying to figure out between the two ships, and there's like an hour difference in damage.
Yeah, hers has I'll find it. It adds splash and spread. I thought it was that one, but that can't be it.
Narrow? No.
Well, we're
There's a
figuring
lot.
that out.
I'm not gonna name it because there's like 5.
Oh, really?
That had splash and spread? Yeah. Like explosive system or incendiary?
I think that's it.
Okay, yeah.
System.
Combustion.
Yeah, combustions. I'm sorry. Yeah. Combustion system.
Yeah, but we need to know the one that's on your ship that's not that one. That's what I also need to know.
Okay, I'll look that up.
Okay. While we're figuring this out, does anybody know if they there was several ships that provided double combat speed, originally intended to be about 18 seconds, but they were running the length of the battle.
Crew.
Are those still working that way? I haven't tested one since yesterday.
Did you mean crew?
Crew, yeah.
Okay.
Be back in a minute, guys.
No, I don't have any of those.
Yeah, I think that's like a gearhead or fearless blitzer or some shit.
Well, yeah, those are the two. They fixed it on the Hellfire Heathen, but then there's gearheads, and yeah, there's other ones that they have not announced that they've fixed, which can be nasty if your base is getting hit by them.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to maybe a combat speed of 50, you're dealing with a combat speed of 100 of somebody hitting your base. I found it amusing. I was using them to hit the TLC, and so my NEMs had a combat speed of, it wasn't exactly 140, but it appeared to be over 100. So you could sort of play with the targets. And they said they were going to fix them, but there has never been an announcement.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're just figuring out. I don't have any experience with it. I'm not sure if anybody in YouTube or on the YouTube chat or on the panel has any recent experience with it, meaning today, to see if that's been fixed.
Nah, not me. Like I said, I just got off of working all week, so I'm gonna start messing around after the show and check shit out.
Okay.
I'll check one out I'll roll one and check it out.
Yeah. But they said they were going to fix it.
Yeah, but I'll burn. If it doesn't work after the whole battle, I'll just fucking go back and burn it, and I'll fucking take it off.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, and then there's a greater crew error type of thing as far as it's not really an error. I mean, historically, I've used. This is going further back, and this just deals with the sort of PvE refactor and the way the PvE refactor has worked. I'm sure a lot of people know this, but the resistance-based crews aren't nearly as effective as they were before. It's not because they're broken. It's just because resistance slash survivability is not as impactful as it once was. So, yeah, personally, I've switched over from using the steelheads in the FM to the oh damn it, what it is? I just had it in my head. The 19% building damage. Oh, what's it called? Nobody
Damn,
knows.
dude, creeping death. I had to
Creeping
come all the way from the kitchen for that.
Okay, yeah, creeping death. I use creeping death now in the FM because of that. So it's better to do more damage than way less health than you had before. Using things like steelheads. So, alrighty. I don't know. Do we have anything else to discuss, or we're winding down? I'll post the link again in case anybody wants to hop on. I might be forgetting things that I've thought about during the last couple days, but I don't know. We talked about lag, we talked about cruise, we talked about all sorts of things. Sort of talked about generically. We talked about builds associated at least with the Nemesis and somewhat with the Saturns. And remember to keep your if you're planning to. I wish they told us at least the name of what the next Inferno Dragon is, so we don't have to call it the next Inferno Dragon. But to save up your tokens for that, if that's what you want to do, but this is the time to do it.
Did we talk about TLCs? Or what do we got for TLCs?
Nothing worth talking about.
Okay.
We have the one for the Mega, and then we have
Titan's Awakening and the Turrets of Terror. Okay.
Yeah, nothing worth talking about.
Nothing worth talking about for sure.
Okay. Well, if nobody has anything else for the live show, I guess we can people can join on the after show, and I guess if we get any news, like I said before, I've been trying to keep these shows shorter for the potential that I might throw a third show in there occasionally.
Oh, wow.
But keep that one probably even shorter if something exciting happens, and just run through that in like 20 minutes, potentially like Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, like a what's going on right this second. hot mess.
Yeah. Something to if there is a claiming prizes maybe after the raid or during the end of the raid or things of that nature. A show like that, or if they make some change happens early in the week prior to the Wednesday show. Hey, Rocky Cat.
Yep, I got you.
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, the link is out there in case anybody would like to join the after show. If not, we will see you some point later on. If not before, we will see you on Wednesday. So hope everybody has a bountiful bounty.
Yep. Good luck. Good night.
Good night.
Later, people.
Good luck.